Good morning, everyone. As I told you yesterday, I'm ready to say something about the presidential race. I've had a long relationship with Donald Trump, and there's a lot to like there. I'm also a big fan of a lot of the fiscal conservatism of Ron DeSantis. I think Vivek Ramaswamy's been an important voice. Also have listened to and met with the independent Bobby Kennedy. I'm not yet ready to make a decision, but I am ready to make a decision on someone who I cannot support. So I'm announcing this morning that I'm Never Nikki. And if you go to nevernikki.net, you can let her know that you're not a supporter either. I don't think any informed or knowledgeable libertarian or conservative should support Nikki Haley. I've seen her attitude towards our interventions overseas. I've seen her involvement in the military-industrial complex, $8 million being paid to become part of the team. But I've also seen her indicate that she thinks you should be registered to use the internet, that people posting ideas anonymously. I think she fails to understand that our republic was founded upon people like Ben Franklin, Sam Adams, Madison, John Jay, and others who posted routinely. For fear of the government, they posted routinely anonymously. And I think her failure to really understand that, or to think that you should register through the government somehow for the internet, is something that should disqualify her in the minds of all libertarian-leaning conservatives. So I'm announcing today I'm Never Nikki. You can go to nevernikki.net and sign up and show her that you're Never Nikki also.
What's going on, everyone? It's also Kenny here today, and Ron Paul has launched a denouncement campaign against Nikki Haley. And I want to dedicate this video because I find it hilarious how we're being fed this narrative. And you saw earlier today, I released a video about propaganda. And it's funny how we're being fed this narrative that Nikki Haley is surging in the polls, right? But people are not showing up for her campaign during snow hours. But you hear Vivek out here outworking her, and you see he has a almost damn near full audience in some of his speeches, some of his town halls. He just did one recently with Brett Blair. Here, take a look.
Steps will you take to promote bipartisan cooperation and bridge divides that exist in this country?
Well, look, Brett, I don't think the real divide is between black and white or even Democrat and Republican today. I think it's between the overwhelming majority of us who love this country and our founding ideals, and then this fringe minority who hates who we are and what we stand for. That's about 20% of this country, and half the 20% are people younger than me who never learned our founding ideals in the first place. So I think the way we're going to get this right is by uniting us, not by being moderate, actually. That's a temptation that some Republicans have. Show up in the middle, compromise on our principles. I'm not going to do that. The way I would unite this country is by being uncompromising about who we are as Americans. Free speech, open debate, that last question that we got. That's a radical idea. For most of human history, it was done the other way. The idea that we, the people, get to choose our leaders in an election where every citizen's voice counts. In the old world, they would have laughed at us for this, but this is what makes America great. That is what makes America itself. And so I'm going to reunite this country, not just by celebrating our diversity and our differences, but by reviving what unites us across that diversity. E pluribus unum means from many, one. And I think especially if we reach that next generation, Brett, revive that missing national pride, where 25% recruitment deficit in the U.S. military, where 60% of young Americans say they would sooner give up their right to vote than to give up their access to TikTok. If we're able to reach that next generation and revive that missing national pride, my two sons and their generation, I think that's how we're going to unite this country. And then the bipartisan squabbling or the partisan squabbling in Washington, D.C., I think melts away as a consequence.
Delivering powerful speeches. Like, come on. Like, how is Nikki Haley doing better than Vivek Ramaswamy? I do not understand. But, Ron Paul, he hasn't endorsed anyone. But for sure, he told you who he don't want to run. He called his campaign Never Nikki after her against her candidacy for president. Thursday prior, Paul has posted to his X account that he will be saying something about the upcoming 2024 election. And as that's the video I just showed you guys in the intro. He also wrote, as I look over the field, I don't think I yet have a first choice, but I do know one thing. Count me in as Never Nikki. Right. And here's some of the tweets. And I want to focus on one of his posts that he had. Her thirst for war, obviously he's more of a libertarian conservative. Her thirst for war is so strong, she actually said, I'm sick of talking about Department of Defense. I want a Department of Offense. Never Nikki. She even personally received millions of dollars, which Vivek pointed out in the debates, right? This position isn't new. As governor of South Carolina, she gave tax dollars to those same armed merchants, and they showered her with campaign contributions and a seat on their board when she left office. Hey, another critique. Hey, look. This is all factual. This is all true. This is not me pushing propaganda. I'm pushing, hey, look at this perspective. Look at the evidence and proof of this perspective. While others were decrying the mistakes of the past 20 years, Trump, Vivek, DeSantis in a way, and fighting for American first foreign policy, Nikki Haley was aligning herself with and declaring her foreign policy allies to be John McCain and Lindsey Graham. Nikki Haley believes in nearly unlimited foreign aid. Right? Israel don't need us. We need Israel. That was her main talking point. Right? But for some reason, according to the mainstream media, she's surging in the polls. Right? No one I don't think no one like her. I think only an uninformed person will think Nikki Haley is actually a good candidate, or you're just a liberal. Right? Here another critique, and then I'll move on. But Nikki Haley's generosity with your tax dollars and her support for all foreign aid is in the context of a $34 trillion debt is no way libertarian or conservative. Amen to that, right? And this sparked a meme which I want to share with you all today. You know, maybe I make this a regular thing. Let me find a meme that encapsulates what I'm trying to say. DeSantis supporters, Trump supporters, Vivek supporters, Nikki Haley sucks. Let me put it for a more full screen context. Oh my God. Don't you love what a good tweet comes together? Let me repost this. This is that made my day. When I saw that, I was like, yo, only Nikki Haley can unite an entire party against her. And this has been a common thread. Look, Tucker Carlson sends warning to Donald Trump. And I remember this during his AmFest. Tucker Carlson said, no, I'll go against Trump's candidacy if he makes Nikki Haley his VP. So I don't understand why Vivek will call it the donor class, but why the political leadership in the Republican Party seems to be so behind Nikki Haley. I understand why liberals like Nikki Haley, because Nikki Haley seems to be more on their side than ours, right? And even in the debate, polls find that DeSantis won debate versus Nikki Haley. Now, I didn't watch the debate, but I made an assumption that I think, based on his track record, Ron DeSantis should win the debate. And 55% of the people thought the same thing who watched the debate. Only 14% said they didn't know. Look at this margin. I do not understand the appeal of Nikki Haley. Right? And we'll find it out. We'll find out if the polls are true. I don't know if this is a psyop. I don't know if we're trying to be propagandized to like her. Right? And you may call me a conspiracy theorist, but it's really putting the party together at this point. Right? Like, look at the crowds that Vivek is able to get. He's preaching a message about an American first national identity. What kind of vision is Nikki Haley casting? I don't know. Same old, same old. What Dick Cheney with heels? Is that what we want back in our American? Is that what we want for president? Beyond the issues of endless war, Nikki Haley's lack of respect for freedom of speech is shocking to anyone who believes in the Constitution. How is she a conservative? Let me know in the comment section. There's other assumption that we have in the conservative movement. DeSantis supporters, Trump supporters, Vivek supporters, we all say, yo, do anyone even know what a Nikki Haley supporter looked like? It's so many gaffes she had in her candidacy, right? It's not obvious to me why she's doing so well. And she was bragging about this on the debate stage. Oh, I raised more money than him. DeSantis is only mad at me because he did so bad with his campaign. That's the kind of stuff she brags about. And I don't think that's something that populist voters, conservative voters want anymore. I think for too long, we've been promised, we could do both. But we're like, nah, there needs to be a priority. There needs to be a pecking order. And we need to pick ourselves first. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Are you team Haley or your team never Nikki? That's pretty catchy. Smart on Ron Paul's part. Who do you think Ron Paul will endorse ultimately? I have a feeling he might endorse Vivek because I believe that their policy positions are damn near the same. If I'm being honest, I think Ron Paul would endorse Vivek Ramaswamy. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I would be interested to hear some of your thoughts, some of your insights in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys for watching to the end of the video. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.